Alright guys, this is something that I've been wanting to do for some time. I'm going to go through and show you all my steelbooks that I own. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this. You know, some of you guys have been asking me to do a video on my whole collection. And I promise it's coming soon, but I just kind of wanted to do the steelbooks as their own separate video. I want to talk about some of them more in depth, showcase some of them. A lot of them are pretty cool, so let's go ahead and check some of these out. Alright, first we have 8 Mile. I really like the colors of this one. Navy blue with the yellow spine. Every time I see this movie, the songs always get stuck in my head. Ma Spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. Here we have the Akira Steelbook, one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Honestly, I think one of the greatest movies that came out of Japan. On the inside, it has some concept artwork from the movie. It goes through and explains a lot of the stuff about the movie that you maybe didn't really understand. Here we have the Apocalypse Now Steelbook. I still have this unsealed. I haven't opened it yet. It has the director's cut, which is like a 5-hour cut, and I've never seen it before. Want to get around to it, but who knows when I will. Here we have the Batman and Batman Returns Steelbook. They have really bold imagery on the front and on the back. It has the cover of the VHSs. Danny Elfman, great score for these movies. One of my favorite scores for any movie, but then again, that's just Danny Elfman though. The guy's a genius. Here we have the Steelbook for Big. I really like this one. This is Zabby exclusive. I like it because it has the piano on the front, and then it continues on all the way onto the back. On the inside has good old Tom Hanks right there. Oh no. Big Hero 6, Target exclusive Steelbook. Really like the cover of it. The finish on it is really nice. On the inside it has Harry Baby. And then on the back has Lovable Old Baymax with Hero. The Braveheart Steelbook. I've showcased this before. Right, next up we have Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Really like the orange and yellow finish on this. Again, I've always been a fan of steelbooks that are different colors other than just the regular black. Really like when they're unique colors because I feel like they stand out a lot more. Byzantium. I think this is a Play.com exclusive steelbook. It's a very underrated vampire film. I think it came out of Norway. It's a great film. Really graphic though. Look, I mean, even on the inside, it's pretty graphic scene. I don't know if you can see it, but great film. Really underrated. Alright, here we have Casino, one of Martin Scorsese's best films. And I really like the neon green finish. And on the back it says, "No one stays on top forever." Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. I mean, absolutely fantastic in this film. Really like it a lot. Chinatown with Jack Nicholson. This movie is probably one of my favorite Jack Nicholson performances besides One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The back's kind of blank, but it just kind of has some smoke. I was mentioning to my girlfriend's sister movies that I didn't have in my collection, and I mentioned A Christmas Story. For Christmas, she actually got it for me, but she got me the steelbook, and I thought that was awesome. It has Synth Club on the back. I'm really bummed that I didn't have it, and I felt ashamed of it at the time, but now not so much anymore. Alright, here we have A Clockwork Orange. This is the Zabby exclusive. I really like what Zabby's done with the Stanley Kubrick steelbooks that they've been releasing. I also have Full Metal Jacket and The Shining. I like them because they match. They have it's like, you know, this theme going. So they just announced the 2001: A Space Odyssey steelbook, and it doesn't match these ones. So a little disappointed, but you know, like I said, I really like the artwork on them. Very simple, but very to the point. Now we have Dark Knight. Again, this is one of those movies, it's like, what can you say about it that hasn't already been said? But I like how it has the Joker on the back and just really awesome imagery. Great film. Deer Hunter, it's another Zabby exclusive. Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, great film. On the back it says, "A deer has to be taken with one shot. I try to tell people, but they don't listen." Steelbook for District 9. This was a Best Buy exclusive. I don't know if you can see, but it has like, they have like barbed wire around their face, and it says, "You are not welcome here." This is a great film. Neil Blomkamp, so visionary. This is, I think it was his first film. Nominated for Best Picture. Just amazing film if you haven't seen it. Right, here we have Django Unchained. I've showcased this one before when I did my a quick look at my Blu Ray video. The Doctor Strangelove Steelbook. The design in it is really simplistic. It looks like it was hand-drawn in pencil. And on the back, same thing too. Has the bomb. Easy Rider. Really like this in the American flag because I feel like Easy Rider really symbolized what free America was like in the 60s. And next we have the Evil Dead remake steelbook. It turned out to be a lot better than most people anticipated. It could have ended up like a remake of House of Wax, or the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and so many other terrible remakes that have been done for iconic movies, but honestly this one actually holds up pretty well. The First Blood steelbook. First Blood, one of the greatest action films of all time, if not one of the greatest of the 80s. I believe it came out in the 80s, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Gladiator, probably my favorite Ridley Scott film, and I know that's going to be blasphemy for anybody who's a big fan of Alien. Here we have Gremlins. I really like this movie. On the back it's really cool too. Okay, for anybody who hasn't seen Gremlins, for one, you're lame. But for two, I feel like the front is kind of a spoiler, but like I said, that's just me. If you haven't seen Gremlins, you're lame. Alright, next we have one of my favorite steelbooks that I own, the Guardians of the Galaxy steelbook. This was really hard to get. I had to wait like an hour and a half at Best Buy before they even opened because I knew a lot of people were going to be there, and sure enough there was a lot of people. I like the spine because if you've seen the movie you know what this really means. The Hunger Games Steelbooks, yay, here's the new one, Mockingjay Part 1, and I like on the back, they all match. See, I'm a big fan of things when they match. Maybe it's OCD, maybe it's ADD, maybe it's ACDC, I don't know. Alright, next up we have Inception. This is the back of it right here. I really like the cover of it. This is a pretty easy steelbook to get. You can usually pick it up anytime at Best Buy. Next up we have a steelbook that I'm really proud to have in my collection. This is the Inglourious Basterds steelbook. This is the German version. I really like it. Tarantino is one of my favorite filmmakers. I have this like weird thing where since I had like a couple of his movies in steelbooks and he hasn't made that many movies, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have them all steelbooks. So I have them all except for one. I just don't have Death Proof. That's because they never made a Death Proof by itself steelbook. They made a Grindhouse steelbook, and I kind of feel like that doesn't count. I don't know, that's just me, I'm weird. Alright, keeping up with Tarantino, this is Jackie Brown, Xavier exclusive. Here's the back, has Jackie Brown. Great movie, Robert De Niro, and then there's Robert Forster, who I know was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't know if he won, but if he did, congrats to him. Great film. The steelbook for The Jazz Singer. Now, if you've ever taken any kind of film appreciation class or read anything about film history, you know the significance of this film. Great film, 1927. It's old, but you know it's not a very long film. So if you get a chance to sit down and watch it, I take the chance.
Alright, next up we have Jazz Steelbook. Eternity. It's a good movie. Sylvester Stallone. Good movie.
The Kill Bill 1 and 2 steelbooks. For some reason, I know Zabby has a steelbook with both of them in there, and that to me isn't the same. I'm weird like that. It makes one whole sword, yay! A lot of people have really forgotten about this movie. This is The Last Samurai from Tom Cruise. Yeah, a great film. I mean, Tom Cruise's performance in this movie is awesome. Steelbook for Life Force. This is definitely another twisted film by Tobe Hooper, just like Poltergeist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It has a lot to do with Alien. It actually reminds me of the movie Alien, which is funny. And on the back it has naked women on rockets. I mean, what more could you ask for? The Looper Steelbook. This is a Canadian exclusive. I really like this one because it has this like lenticular car that you can take off. Rian Johnson, amazing director. All three of the original Lord of the Rings movies. Like I said, I like things that match. I'm a weird guy. Here we have The Matrix. I really like the cover of this one. The back of it too, it has like the coding that they read when they look into the Matrix. But inside, it's only a mirror. Minority Report, one of Steven Spielberg's best films. I think it's his best movie that he made after the year 2000. Really great science fiction film. Nosferatu the Vampire, directed by Werner Herzog. This is the spiritual remake for the 1922 F.W. Murnau version that came from Germany. I really like this one because it captures the eeriness and the creepiness of the original. With the strange sets and haunting music and amazing visuals. Alright, next we have Nightmare on Elm Street. Definitely one of the eeriest and creepiest horror villains of all time. Scared me a lot more when I was younger, but again, I like that nostalgic factor, that kind of laugh at the things that used to scare me as a child but still sleep with the light on. Pulp Fiction, it's on my list of my top 30 favorite films that you can check out on my channel. On the back it has Mia Wallace and Butch. Yeah, speaking of things that scare me, this is the steelbook for The Ring. I hate this movie. I hate it because it scares me so much. It still scares me because it's creepy. The creep factor is high in this movie. Just look at the back of it. The Reservoir Dogs Zabby exclusive steelbook. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. Really like this movie. My favorite of the Tarantino films. The back of it, I mean, you know this scene. If you've seen this movie, it's probably the best scene in the whole movie. This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show steelbook. For those of you who haven't seen this movie, it's awesome. My favorite part about it is not the front, but I actually really like the back because it has the steps to the time warp. Scarface steelbook, it has the logo on the back. Great film, great steelbook, just really awesome finish. It's actually really heavy, which is weird. Shawshank Redemption, another one that I've showcased before. When I bought it, I also got a mirror. Zabby exclusive steelbook for Speed. Yeah, I really like on the inside. Zabby knows how to make steelbooks. Future Shop, they don't know what they're doing. I really like how Zabby, a lot of times they put quotes on the back from the movie. Great film, great steelbook. We have the steelbook for Superbad. This is a great one. I really like the colors. Vanilla with like an orangey red. Came out with those District 9 and Doctor Strange steelbooks at Best Buy. They were only in the store for like a week and then they were all gone. So I don't know where they came from or what they were supporting, but they were really cool and I'm happy I bought the ones that I did. I really like steelbooks. I'm pretty sure that's apparent. I don't really like metal packs to have those clips on the spine that I really do not like. That makes them look out of uniform. I saw this one and I was like, you know, this is one of my favorite movies. It's on my list. I gotta get it because I only have a regular Blu-ray of it. This is Super 8. I feel like it's kind of samey, the Close Encounters of the Third Kind collector's edition that I have. Here's the back of this one. Here's the back Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Steven Spielberg directed, Steven Spielberg produced. The Terminator 2 Steelbook. This is actually a gift from a friend. I really like the gold on the front. It's like gold flames. It has a T800 on the back. It's one of my favorite movies. It's on my top 5. Next up we have Time Bandits. I really like the cover. I really like the colors. You know, it has that really turquoise. And on the inside it has some cool designs too. Great film, great steelbook. The Town. This is again really good film. Ben Affleck really showed what he could do when he made this movie. Gone Baby Gone was a good one. The Town really, I think, showcased everything that he could do, and then Argo really put the cherry on top of that. Ben Affleck directing movies and writing movies, I want more of that. True Grit. Honestly, anything by the Coen brothers, I always am all over. The Coen brothers are geniuses. Alright, next up we have V for Vendetta. I really like it, and I'm a big fan of the mirror that comes inside of it. It's amazing. This is the steelbook for Vanishing Point. Steve McQueen is the man, and what I really like about this steelbook is that it has the Dodge Challenger in the front, but it also has all the specs. I don't know if you can see that, but all the specs of the car. Year, make, and model, the color, the license plate number, the engine, transmission, the wheels, I mean like everything that it has. And then on the back it has a license plate. Great film. One of the best car chase scenes happen in this movie. It's amazing. War of the Worlds. Steven Spielberg tried to replicate the success with Tom Cruise in science fiction. The only problem was he added an annoying Dakota Fanning in that movie, and it just didn't really work out. Alrighty, next up we have the Watchmen Steelbook. This was released through Warner's website. I really like this one because it looks like it's the Happy Fates, but it's really just the Doomsday Clock. And on the back it has the shot where Comedian is thrown out of the window. If you haven't seen this movie, I'm sorry if I spoiled that for you, but it happens in like the first 2 minutes and the end of the trailer, so get over it. Last Steelbook that I have is the Wolf of Wall Street, Target exclusive. I really like this one. I've showcased it before. I love the color. The back is just awful. It's all blank. At least there's not a mirror inside though, so there's that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video of my Steelbook collection. I really enjoyed making it. I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed making it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And let me know in the comments if, well, you saw one that you really liked or something that you want to see a little bit more in depth. I do promise that a video of my whole collection is going to be coming soon, guys. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
What you drawing, baby? Don't let the teacher see you.